Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of Trails from Zero. Last episode was another episode full of cutscenes. We learned that the Rovache attack to Heiwe is related to Gan's sudden streak of winning at the casino, and it's related to drugs, apparently. So I spent the time to patrol the area. Most of the NPC has the same dialogue. The only thing different is those outside of Crossbell, which we finally able to visit, and some of the I guess NPC who changed their location since the previous. Not much, and they don't really give us a lot, honestly. So I thought we should spend the time in this episode to do the requests. There are two, both optional, but we should always do it, right? So the first one is in the Representative Campbell, who sent a request. We're searching for someone important, right? It sounded like the representative was freaking out. Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle Scram live around this part? You happen to know this Campbell guy? Well, about as much as the fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man. He's so driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. I see, that matches the way I had envisioned him in my head. Either way, he's requesting our assistance. Let's try asking about it if he's home. This will be the first time we're able to enter this house. Wow. 4 chapters in, and we're finally able to enter this. Okay. It's very rude of them for not welcoming us. Oh, he doesn't even have a picture. Unbelievable, what a foolish thing to do. We must find a way to retrieve our Representative Campbell. Excuse me, gentlemen. We're here regarding your support request. Ah, you're the CPD's something or other section? What a relief. We were becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel for assistance. Just a moment, are you not Elie, Mayor McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come with them? It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I'm currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a member of the SSS today. Is that the case? So be it. I suppose the mayor is neutral, nothing to be concerned about then. But Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. Why did they catch wind of this incident? I'm guessing you're in a position that could cause some political strife, Mademoiselle. Speaking with Diamond members is always such a pain. Excuse me, Representative Campbell, could you tell us what happened? At least what details you were able to share about the situation? It's just, you look troubled, so I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in searching for an important person. Yes, that's right. Well, you see, I've run into a bit of a snag. I suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. But let me make one thing clear to you. This is a politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential. Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative. Very well then, listen up. A certain person affiliated with our faction has disappeared. Could you elaborate? It so happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home along with our maid. All that fuss just to end up telling us his daughter ran away. By daughter, are you referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school. Ah, really? Well, the representative and his daughter has never been on a particularly good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely comprised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our Miss Porter Heiwe was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome. That utterly foolish daughter of mine. I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, recent reports have shown the mafia's spats becoming more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave 2 girls wandering around on their own. Yeah, I will worry about your daughter's well-being if I were you too. Not only that, but if this were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as an ammunition against me. You cannot let your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. And with that, I request you, the SSS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me. Well, it all comes down to protecting his reputation and not the daughter. Guess that's just how these bigwigs think. I really assume as much. Well, it's clear that you're concerned for her. There's a fair chance it might be in harm's way after all. Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter. Oh, thank Adios. Bring her back immediately. I cannot promise we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home. Very well, I suppose I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like. I believe his daughter left a note in her room. That note may prove useful to your investigation. Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at it then. Alright, I'll be Elie. Between the diet meeting and the Heiyu incident, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or her maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note. Seems like she's the defiant type. That will have any idea as to where she would go. I'm relying on you to find her for me. I cannot allow the Imperial faction to use this as ammunition against me. Is he more concerned for his career than his daughter's well-being? Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities. I see. His suffocating nature could very well be the cause of their strained relationship, and despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined him for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I had breakfast with them, of course. Between Heiyu and issues with diet, we have much to deal with at the moment. Proceed with the investigation. I urge you to pursue the matter discreetly so as not to alert the Imperial faction. We need more witnesses. Are there no witnesses? This is a small house compared to Ellie's house. Looks like she left her message in this notebook. Let's see what it says. I have had enough of you and you're insistent on only doing as you please. So now I shall do as I please. Goodbye. Yes, I'm taking the maid with me. Knowing you will surely go hungry with no one here to prepare your meals. That's so petty. The dad's a real piece of work, but his daughter seems like trouble in her own way. Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home life. And now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the note fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition. Based on her note, I think it'll be fair to us to assume something. Oh, plan to run away. Suddenly run away from home, is it not? She must have run away unexpectedly. As Elie mentioned, a sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on her note. I would consider that a reasonable deduction. I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be much more difficult if she's gone far. Good question. Going by that, what the representative told us, they probably left. Ooh. This morning? Just now? No, this morning. Surely not yesterday. It's between this morning or just now. I'm leaning toward this morning. Oh, god damn it, you're right, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. Oh god, okay, maybe... Wait, I was right. It has to be this morning, right? Yeah, something in the morning, yeah. I was quick to assume, but I was right. We should still be able to catch up with her. Still don't know where the hell she ran off to though. Think we should ask her friends? Could be they've got a clue or two for us. No, I don't think we have the time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she likely had to visit first. Cathedral, City Hall, IBC to withdraw some money. I think she may have gone to the IBC. Makes sense to me. Our escapee probably needed some dough for her getaway. The IBC would be a pretty typical first stop for running away from home. If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there. Yeah, let's get there ASAP. Okay. No new stuff, no maid as well. So let's go to IBC. IBC. Okay, still the same. Let's go to Lanfei directly, probably. Alright, we made it. Man, I always feel like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we came here. I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it. I thought this guy would be one of the drug users, but probably not. Hello again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hi Lanfei, I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been here with a maid. Oh, you're right, Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Croy. With Belle? Yes, Miss Croy agreed to a meeting, so I directed Carla up to the top floor. This has all happened about an hour ago. Do you mind if we go and ask Maribel for some details? Should be told we're conducting an investigation. Oh yes, I think you should be okay to talk with her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get crackling. I actually know where she is, since I've been doing my daily patrol. And she was indeed at the CEO's office. I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck with meetings all day thanks to this bunch of buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. You could say that again. It doesn't help that father is who knows how many shell felt away right now either. Oh, but I digress. Did you need something, Elie? Judging by the crowd you brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you about. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Huh? Carla? Oh yeah, she definitely came here not too long ago. I'm acquainted with her, given that we are both in the upper echelon of society. She claimed she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her saving account. Damn, we were right on the money. Why did she have to speak directly to you for that, Maribel? You would think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine. It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I am unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mirror. That is an exorbitant amount of money. The truth is, Carla is attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone, Belle? Oh, well, that would explain her rash behavior. Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. That could be it. Is it possible she had a destination in mind? Well, now that I think about it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Grancel. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make a hotel reservations there. Grancel? Isn't that Liberal's capital city? So she's ditching this joint for Liberal. She must have departed to the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport's receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. They sure know how to keep busy. Let's go! Time is of the essence. That would be Ursula Road. You going on a day trip to Remy Fair? Oh, this one's the same. Couldn't enter here before. Dang it, I was wanting to stay in Crossbell for a little while longer. Hurry up, if we don't board soon, we're going to miss our flight. Hey, it's up to Anton whether he wants to stay depressed forever or actually learn from his... Oh no, Anton, as his friend, all I can really do is keep watching over the poor guy. Oh hey, thanks again for all your help yesterday. Anton, are you returning home? Sadly so, there's nothing left for me here since Front rejected me and all. Truly unfortunate. Oh, don't worry about me, I'm used to this sort of thing. Seeing that pure smile from her lips as she talked about the person she loves just basically killed me inside. The person she loves, should we tell him that she meant the Sergeant Major? Probably better leave it be. We mentioned that and I bet things will just get more complicated than we want to deal with. Agreed, I feel a little bad for him, but it's probably for the best. A brutal rejection in Liberal and a gentle one in Crossbell. Hey Ricky, what's there to live for now? What am I supposed to do? Go to the Empire. Oftentimes, wealthier passengers like to take their pets with them on their flights. We transport them in individual cages with all the luggage, but they always start barking and crying the moment we land. I understand people like to bring pets with them, but personally I prefer not to having to handle transporting them. Air travel has become quite pleasant over the past few years, hasn't it? The goddess dwells in the sky, you know. Perhaps we have received her blessings with her endeavors. Here at the ticket counter, we also handle immigration registrations and are able to check your baggage before boarding. Please rest assured, we'll make sure any luggage you entrust to us is safely transported to your destination. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of emergency. Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Liberal. We were wondering, has the airship finished boarding it? Is that Carla Campbell? If you'll give me a moment, please. I'm terribly sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? That's strange. I could have sworn that she would have been on this flight. Me too. There's only one flight scheduled today that's heading to Liberal, right? Correct. And it seems it has not yet departed. Pardon me? I knew it. You're with the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marsha, one of the maids at the Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Liberal in the first place. It was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. In actuality, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic. She's going to Calvert? Crap, she must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. So she's got her reason for all this, huh? Well, time to roll, we'll bring her back for you, don't you worry. If she's Republic bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste then. Thanks, Marsha, you were a big help. Marsha, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Oh, okay, please, I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. Oh my god. Luckily, the airport is near train station. Oh, we're about to start investigating that mess with the Mafia. You lot seem to be in a hurry. We plan to split the workload with Wenzel and the others and then start our investigation. Let us know if you figured anything out. We still don't want any concrete leads about the pill, so let's not mention that to them yet. You know, it wasn't that long ago that Erebony and Calvart were on rather sour terms with each other, around the time of the 100 Years' War. During that period, railway operations shut down and travelers lingering in Crossbell were forced to stay put. After all that blew over, the system was majorly improved to prevent a similar situation from ever happening again. The Calvert-bound passenger train will soon be departing from Platform 1. If you wish to board, please make your way over the platform now or wait for the next train. I came to the station to see my grandpa off. Working out of state's gonna be hard on him, so I'm here to provide some moral support before he leaves. The Imperial company I used to work for when I was younger still contacts me for consultations fairly often. It's a demanding job, but it keeps me sharp at my age. It's more than welcome. My boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend, dumped me, so I've decided to try to ease my heartbreak by traveling abroad. This isn't the end for me, just watch. I'll find a foreign guy that's 1,000 times more charming and handsome than that jerk. I know that we are pressed on time, but I just want to explore a little bit. I'm planning to visit Calvert's Eastern Quarter. If I could get tickets to see the Gambler Jack stage play, that would be fantastic. It's based off a best-selling novel of the same name. The tickets I purchased are for the train right after this one, any second now. Man, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm sorry, could you give me just a moment, please? Please step back from the edge of the platform once departing train's bell begins to ring. For your safety, please refrain from leaning forward as trains pass through. And as always, thank you for your cooperation. Oh, excuse me, I understand you may be in a hurry, but please try to refrain from running to the platform. Okay. I think we can afford a short break before we start inspecting the Erebony-bound train. But don't let the break get you too comfortable now. You need to stay sharp, vigilant. As strange as ever. Thanks for helping out with that Calvardian train inspection, Quattro. I know just how busy of a man you are. I wouldn't say that. Compared to the chaos that was the anniversary festival, this has been a walk in the park. By the way, I happened to run into a young lady who seemed a little out of it, for lack of a better term. She struck me as wealthy, but I didn't see a maid or anything of the sort accompanying her. Okay. Let's go! Platform 1, the train bound for the Republic is now departing. If you are not boarding the train, then please step back to the center of the platform. Oh no, wait a sec, isn't that the train that the President's daughter is supposed to be on? We can still make it, let's go! Wait, are we going to Calvert now? Wait, are we going to Calvert? No. I need to go to St. Ursula. We cut that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about them. However, the problem remains what we do now. The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Yeah, well, we cannot ride on this train forever, you know. And we still gotta drop off those drugs that's on Ursula, isn't that right? That's true, we have not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, I know. The next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvar. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger, I'm not a quitter. Alright, I hope our words can get through to her. I'm returning home to Altair after a nice short vacation. My wife and kids are waiting for me. I cannot wait to see their faces again. Whoa, incredible! Start behaving right this instant. That inspection officer was eyeing everyone up and down. I know it's a routine thing, but it still grinds my gears. He's sleeping. You sure are impatient. We still have a long way to go before we reach the Republican capital, so you should relax a bit. Snap, snap. Finally, our big railway trip. I gotta capture every memory. Oh, he's excited. When you talk Calvard, you have to mention their gourmet dishes. Of course, their hot springs too. I'm so excited for that girls-only trip. Trust me, my husband would have been a massive buzzkill. Hey, no Carla yet. This place is pretty glum. Makes it sort of hard to read in peace. Maybe I should move to a window seat. It's Carla. Hey, finally found her. Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim. Audit State is my homeland. You see, that's where I'm taking my grandchild. My grandpa's hometown sounds super awesome. He couldn't stop talking about how huge the farms are there. Oh, haha, I'm sorry, I can. Don't tell me Marcia missed the train. I guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Elie, what are you? I mean, what a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Oh, are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Well, Carla, how should I start this? We're on a trip to the Republic. Yes, exactly. I thought it'd be fun to see the Republic's National Orchestra with everyone. We don't want to spook her. Really? Then we can accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Elie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm alone on this giant train and... Alright, looks like we've lowered her guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father's always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules. Once he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I'll never forgive him for what he did, which was... Whatever it was, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking. That's it? Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's the one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so. This morning he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that, and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and he pries into every single small detail of my private life, but it's like he cannot do anything but that. I can relate with how she feels, but this is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter. How should we handle this? Your father is to blame. We should agree with her. Then your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'll accompany me. I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looked hesitant, right? She never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. Then she should almost be at her breaking point. It's dangerous to travel alone, your father's worried about you. I think she worried more about Marcia than that. I was wondering why I still hadn't seen Marcia. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered her not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the situation, but that's only because she's worried sick about your safety. Despite what she said, she doesn't want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. Marcia, she really said that? I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. Well, I think it would be best if you had another talk with your pop. Instead of running away, won't it feel better to say what you want to say to his face? You may be right. I started to think that there was no one at my side. But if Marcia is waiting for me, I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps could you stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system? Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to father. Sure, we can do that. We should be near Altair, but we still have a ride back. If you want the company, we'll be glad to oblige. We're finally back. That was a long trip in more ways than none. Sorry for the trouble I've caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. Please don't worry about it. Who's to say we cannot handle consultation? You can count on the SSS to lend you an ear whenever you need it. Thank you. How dare you worry me at a time like this, you dumb girl. Speak for yourself, father. If you had tried to come find me yourself, it would have been one thing, but I think you hire other people to do it for you. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies, I was just so terribly worried. You should be sorry. I'm upset with you too, Marcia. But forgive me. But well, I'm grateful too. Can I count on you to continue to be on my side? Of course, I'll be happy to. Oh, thank heavens. I think I finally made up my mind. I have some conditions, father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping right back on that train and I won't look back. Well, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first. So, are you honoring my request or are you refusing it? Fine, I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I'll accept your terms. This is the power of something or the other section. For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word of the incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? You got it. Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy. Good. We're leaving, Carla. Don't you tell me what to do. Elie, everyone, until we meet again. I cannot thank you all enough for all you have done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you like. We'll welcome you with open arms. Okay, so now even more people to talk to. Even though that took forever, I'm glad we helped them out. Judging by the conversation, I think they will work things out. What a relief. I hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyway, Lloyd, we should get going now. There's still some requests we can finish up today. We cannot enter those. Wait, is there nobody else here? Hey there, did you just get back from Calvard? I'll also really like to take a trip out there someday. Well, I didn't exactly go out there for a vacation. Well, if it's in the special support section. It's been a while, Quattro. Indeed it has. Thank you again for last time, everyone. I'm on my way to perform registry inspection on Platform 2. Weren't you on your way to Calvard? Yeah, let's call it a business trip. Oh, keep up the good work then. They say those who put in the most effort are the ones who will find the most success in life. I know you're probably busy, but continue striving for excellence in all what you do. Remember, you guys, weren't you heading to Calvard? Do you vacation a lot or something? I'm sure once you're used to traveling by train, it becomes dull. I recommend you read a book to kill time. Actually, I finished this novel not too long ago. Here, you can take it. Aw, thank you. Even with the hustle and bustle of the festival, there was one passenger particular that stood out to me. He was young, playboy type of guy, one with a real penchant for mischief, given how much fun he had messing with Quattro. Of course, Quattro went haywire, but witnessing it unfold from the sidelines was entertaining to say the least. Lecter, probably. I mean, what if it's full of rogues and crooks like the ones in Gambler Jack? Oh no, that's a dilemma. There's been a lot of accidents lately, far too many in my book. All I want is for passengers to be safe and have pleasant travel. I used to be really shy, but I managed to get over it after I was put in charge of making the announcements. I'm so glad they trusted me with this. It's the perfect job for me. Wait, didn't you step off train that come from Republic? If you have to make one-day trips out of the state, you must be really busy. Well, we didn't have much choice considering the support request. While you're here, have there been any development in the raid investigation? Well, actually, we found that not too long ago, some really dangerous stuff was smuggled into the state from Erebonia. How dangerous are we talking? Well, it was some of the rainfort-made heavy machine guns used in the raid, so very. Ravachi must have planned a raid well in advance. They were ready. Figures that's how they got those guns, but despite their careful planning, AU still managed to drive them into a corner. Exactly, and that's what strikes me as odd. For a supposedly premeditated raid, their performance was rather lackluster. We need to keep that inconsistency in mind as we continue to investigate. The fact that they got their hands on Rainford Company weaponry rubs me the wrong way. How does Ravacha do it? Not even the CGF are able to buy those heavy machine guns. Ah, the corruption. Okay, let's do the second one, which is also in the north. So we can enter. Oh. I don't know how I can thank you for your help, everyone. I'm truly relieved to have consulted you instead of following my lady's order as I had originally intended. Not a problem, ma'am. The SSS is here to help with any and all requests. Okay, I'll be sure to remember that. It's true, there really is no place like home. Thank you, everyone. You've truly helped me in ways nobody could understand. It was no trouble at all. You really should try to communicate with your father more, though. Here's the plan. You've given me the confidence to give it an attempt. It truly is a relief. The Imperial faction no longer has any ammunition to use against us. Now we can plan our countermeasure for the Diet with our minds at ease. Maybe he is. I suppose I should offer you my thanks for returning my foolish daughter. I believe I've said my piece. Please leave immediately. Alright, I hear you. I hear you, representative. Okay, the last quest is at the cathedral.
Makasero! Yoshi!
Mr. Quinn, sorry to bother you. The police? That's right, sir. We're from the special support section, coming about your requests. Well then, I want you to bring me 3 different kinds of flowers to place on the graves. Would there be any chance you could take this request on for me right now? Okay. We can start right away, sir. Glad to hear it. I'll get straight to the point. Got pen and paper on you? I'll tell you which flower you need to collect. Ready for the first one? Yeah? Tio, mind writing it down? Roger. First, the leaves flower. You'll find them blooming near the police academy on West Crossbell Highway. Second, we have the requiem flower. I believe Tally's general store on West Street sells them. Finally, there's the fennel flower. You know that watchtower near Crossbell's exit? They're usually at the foot of it. Watchtower near Crossbell is exit. Okay. Then, I think I know where it is. They tend to bloom near similar flowers too, so be careful not to overlook them. If you're done, I would like you to bring them all to me. Noted. May I ask why you specifically want these 3 flowers? Yellow, blue, white symbolizes the repose of the soul here in Crossbell. Flowers of those colors are arranged into bouquets, which are traditionally offered during funerals. Is this that language of flowers thing? I believe this is slightly different from Loriography, Randy. I assume they are meant to reflect Crossbell's state color. I think a 3-color bouquet was offered at Guy's funeral too. Sir? What's up? You suddenly went quiet. Well, it's just that I'm a bit of disappointed that your generation is so unaware of these old traditions. How do you expect to face the future without knowing your roots? Sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but I ain't even a Crossbell to begin with. Fine then. You know what to do, off you go. Understood. Well, I think the nearest from us should be the one at Tally's. No, not East Street. West Street. Welcome to Tally's General Store. Looking for anything in particular? Yes, actually, we're looking for some requiem flowers. Ah, I see. Did Mr. Quinn send you? That's right. Did he tell you that we'll be coming? No need to. He's one of our only customer who buys those flowers from us. Him and sparse few others devoted individuals. Wait here just a sec, okay? I'm sure we have some behind the counter somewhere. Phew, I thought we were gonna have to pay for a second there. I mean, the old man didn't exactly give us any mirror. I don't know, he didn't strike me as the kind of person to pull something over on us like that. Perhaps, but I still would have been nice to have received a little more information about the request. I suppose that's true, he's only told us the location of the flowers, nothing more, nothing less. Pardon me. Is something wrong? I'm so sorry, but it looks like we're out of stock on those requiem flower. We're all out? I suppose that's our luck. Again, I'm terribly sorry. Would you mind waiting for a bit? I'll ask the Bracer Guild if they could pick up some for me. The Bracers? I suppose they would be the ones to ask? Lloyd, why don't we go pick the flowers ourselves? Hell yeah, why let the Bracers suck up all the glory when we can do it? No sweat. I second that. Sounds like we're on the same page. Going ourselves would be much more efficient than waiting on them anyway. Excuse me, do you happen to know where required flowers grow? Ah, I see you're planning to get them yourselves? Well, you should find them blooming on the edge of Maine's mountain path, about halfway down the branching road that leads to these old ruins, if I recall. Thanks, we'll go ahead and try looking for them. Wonderful, and once more, I apologize for the inconvenience. Just make sure to give Mr. Quinn my regard. Right, since we already know all the 3 locations, let me go look for them. Okay, I think I found the first flower near the police academy. Oh, aren't these yellow ones the leafless flower we've been looking for? Probably a real pain for regular folk to pick them because of the location, yeah? It is right in front of the police academy. Considering how far apart these flower beds are scattered throughout Crossbell, it's fairly difficult to get a 3-color bouquet. And that's why most graves today are decorated with single type of flowers. 3-color bouquets are usually safe for funeral services. Oh, learn something new every day. Tradition must face reality eventually. Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's leave the mines last, because that's near a cathedral. So I'll go to the East Crossbell Highway next. Alright, as I thought, this is the watchtower they're talking about. It's not even far from the exit of the Crossbell City. Fatal flower. Oh, these white ones are fatal flowers, aren't they? This location is fairly close to Crossbell City, so I imagine people frequently come by here to pick them. Yes, doubt any strong monster are chilling at a place like this. Regardless, weaker monsters are still a threat to children and the elderly. I mean, shall we get going? Okay, then I'll go to mines last. Alright, so... Oh god! Let me defeat this bird real quick. I want to be careful not to be over leveled. Okay, I believe this is the flower. It's right here. These blue ones are required flowers, right? That took us ages to find. I know, right? Imagine how hard it would have blown if there weren't any there. Now, you two, the flowers were here, so it was worth it, right? Yeah, we got the job done, and that's what counts. Okay, I'm cut to where I get back to Cathedral then. Okay, we're back. We're back, Mr. Quinn. Faster than expected. Did you get the flower? Yes, please check to make sure we got the right ones. These are the ones, alright. Your efforts are much appreciated, SSS. Just doing our job, sir. Man, getting all those flowers took way more work than I was expecting. Even talent set ran out. What are the odds of that? Well, we still manage. Sir, may I ask you something? What is it? It's not particularly common to gather these 3 specific flowers except for funeral nowadays. What exactly did you need them for? You're right that there's no funeral at the moment? Well, since you helped me pick them, come with me and we'll go place them together. You'll get your answer afterwards. Gee. What is he talking about? Beats me. I guess we'll see when we get there. Here lies Saya McLean. McLean? Could this be Arius's wife? On to the next one. Here lies... Oh, it doesn't even have... This one's seen better days. Cannot even make out with names on it. Perhaps the gravekeeper knows. Here's the last one. Guy Banning! Is this who I think it is? Lloyd's older brother. The reason I asked you to gather those 3 flowers is pretty simple. I wanted to give them to Guy Bannings and to the families of those that were precious to him. It's only natural to want to show respect to one's closest friends, right? Sir, did you know Guy Bannings? That's right, doubt I could forget him even if I tried. Back when he was alive, he often came to visit me in my cabin. We would share drinks and stories till the sun rose. I never had a family, you see, so I cannot tell How many times this company saved this old man? I had no idea. I'm starting to understand the nature of the support request. When it came time for his funeral, I felt like I was torn to shreds. Your name was Lloyd, right? So you must be Guy's younger brother. You know who I am? I remember first catching a glimpse of you at your brother's funeral. Then once I saw that picture of you in the Crossbell Times 4 months ago, it jogged my memory. Your faces aren't anything alike, but I'm starting to see the resemblance. I don't think I'm anywhere near him yet when it comes to being a detective though. Lloyd. Actually, there's another reason why I submitted such an annoying job to the SSS. I needed to ascertain firsthand whether you four, Guy's successors, had grown any. And? Did we make the grade? Well, you finished the job, so that's something. However, you're still rough around the edges. Damn, bit harsh, don't you think? That said, I think the special support section has a bright future ahead. There's a chance you all catch up to, or maybe even overtake Guy one day. And when that happens, come back here and pay me a visit. We'll share some drinks, the same as I did with Guy. Alright, I'm looking forward to it. Your older brother lives on through a lot of people, doesn't he? I agree. Through me as well. Catching up to a guy that talented ain't the easiest thing in the world. It's going to take quite a while, I bet. Honestly, that goal might have ended up being a bigger barrier than taking down the mafia of all Crossbell's corruption, you know? Yeah, you said it. And yet, I will surpass him someday. I have to. Thanks to you, I was able to pay my respect to my dear friend. I cannot thank you enough for that. If something else ever comes up, I'll make sure to contact you again. We'll be waiting. Goodbye, sir. Alright. I think we're ready, right? Well, there is the recipe, but I think we could put that off. I don't think this chapter will be end. There will be a climax before the chapter ends, I believe. So let's see if we got anything.
皆さん、それでは、わわ、大変でしたね。
Nice.
さすが皆さんです。お
Oh,
めでとう
oh
ござ
okay.
います。ランクアップしました。
Rega P
クラス
accessory.
サード、特典の品もすぐにそちらにお届けしますね。お疲れ様でした。
What's that? Is that a shoe? Oh, okay, it's a shoe. Police model. Okay. Oh, so it's better for either Tio or... maybe Tio. I'll give it to Tio. Okay. I mean, we have enough money. Do we buy that thingy from Imelda? I'm kinda tempted. Oh, Imelda is using a communication device installed beneath the counter. What? Don't joke with me, you old fool! I had a buyer line up for ages. It's ready, isn't it? Send it here immediately. Do I make myself clear? Damn it, that geezer hung up on me. Good morning, ma'am. Do you need us to help with anything? Ah, it's just you four. Yes, actually, you see, I think this stubborn old cook I know has finally gone senile. What are you talking about? Yeah, oh, I understand. Adios must have sent me, you four, to assist me. Yes, oh yes, you will work wonderfully. Come again? I got a bad feeling about this. A feeling? No, it is a certainty. Are you free now by chance? You are? Splendid. No, wait. We actually have somewhere to be. Huh. Oh, I'm sure you do. I bet it's not for anything urgent, After all, you had time to stop by here. Okay, you got me. Would I be correct to presume that you have a job for us, Imelda? Sharp girl. Not that I would expect anything less from old McDowell's granddaughter. I do in fact have something for you to do. Needless to say, I would make it worth your while. That's not the part I'm worried about. Oh, fine then. We can at least hear what you have in mind for us. Then let's get down to it. All I need you to do is go pick up a doll and deliver it to me. Okay? By that, do you mean I do, one from Rosenberg's studio, which you'll find on the outskirts of the Northern Mountain Path. Naturally, it's not fake like the one at the Schwartz auction. It's a genuine Rosenberg doll, one of his newest ones in fact, and it's in absolute mint condition. Whoa, back it up. Don't those things go for 10,000 Safira? A single Rosenberg doll is worth the average Crossbell's entire annual income. Yes, well, I'm contracted as the studio's sales agent. The only problem is that the Meister is an old fool who despises any human interaction. I went to great lengths to find a buyer of his latest doll, and he has the nerve to start complaining now. Now, I'm not sure if we can solve that exact problem, but we should be able to bring back the doll for you. I'm curious about one thing though. Why is the Meister suddenly against selling it? Ah, well, the buyer is likely problematic. Truth be told, he is an infamous broker that always resell rare works of art at exorbitantly high prices. I can only assume that the old coot is put off by that. As the artist, I can hardly blame him. I don't know, guys. This one might be a bit out of our league. Excuse me, goodness, you youngsters these days are so unbelievably lazy. Come now, I'm paying for your help. I have no doubt we can change that man's callous heart and safely retrieve the doll. Well, Rosenberg Studio, huh? I guess I'm a bit curious about Ren. There might be some kind of connection there with Kia as well. Maybe. We cannot promise that we'll get the job done, since we have other things to take care of, but if you're okay with that, we accept. Fine, I suppose that will have to do. Well then, I'll leave this case in your hands, dearies. Try not to disappoint. Alright, I have news about your deadline. Due to my buyer's special circumstances, it was bumped up to today. So try to make it snappy. Wait for the email. Oh god. I mean, sure. So that will be in the north. Quite far too. But I also went to that store before and didn't do anything. Why now? Because I completed quests? I don't know. Let's just say for good luck. Just in case we pick the wrong choices or something. Oh god. Ah, it's creepy, huh? This place seems as deserted as usual. How odd, it sounded like Imelda was in contact with someone here. Not to mention, wasn't Ren staying here too? Albeit faint, I detect a presence coming from within the building. As to whether it is human or not, I'm not sure, but it is definitely there. Huh? So, not even you can tell, Tio? Hey Lloyd, if what Estelle and Joshua told us about that society is legit, then... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. This doll studio must be connected to it in some way or another. Yep, looks like it. Well, I guess it is possible. Honestly, I didn't take them seriously at first given the absurdity of the story, but considering everything that happened with Ren, it's starting to sound more feasible. So that's what's going on here. You're that young police squad Ren was telling me about, hmm? Who's there? Where's that voice coming from? You were sent here by Imelda, I presume. You're out of luck though, my works are mere second-rate antiques to be handled and pawned off by a broker like her. Leave at once. Sir, please. Well, when you put it like that, what's a guy supposed to do? He makes a fair point. Still, I suppose you did make a long trek to get here. Turning you away at the door would no doubt be unsatisfactory. Besides, I owe you a debt for all you did for Ren, so I'll give you one chance. A chance? What do you mean? What I mean is that I would like to test the extent of your strength. The gate is unlocked. If you wish to open and enter. However, Wait, what? Should we go inside? From what he said, something's bound to happen when we open that gate. Perhaps it's something even nastier. Oh god, it's a battle, isn't it? Oh, okay. You know what? I think this is where I'm gonna end this episode because we definitely need to prepare, and this is definitely not a fight that we could do in 5 minutes. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, bye.